One of the biggest issues with WWE 2K20 was that the superstar models simply weren't up to scratch. The graphics for these superstars looked absolutely terrible. They were lazily produced and most of them failed to look like an accurate depiction of the specific superstar. Thankfully, 2K22 has attempted to fix these issues dramatically. It's been acknowledged by 2K themselves that the graphics in 2K20 weren't acceptable. They promise that the graphics in this installment are the best they've ever been. Thanks to screenshots and gameplay footage, players have been able to see firsthand some of these new character models, and it's safe to say 2K look to have delivered on their promise. Which models are they? Well, join us now as Wrestlegamia looks at 10 of the best model upgrades in WWE 2K22. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload a video. Number 10. Nikki Ash. In the time since the release of 2K20, Nikki Cross has debuted a brand new persona. She now refers to herself as Nikki Ash, and WWE 2K have made sure that they perfect the first appearance for her character in the game. Now, her model in 2K20 was rather poor and it kinda looked unfinished. But this isn't the case with Nikki Ash's model, as the model is detailed and it accurately reflects what Nikki looks like in today's WWE product. You can even see the sequins on her leotard, as well as the shine in her tights and mask. And Nikki Ash may be an 82 in the game, but the model looks 100. Number 9. Sheamus. And when a screenshot of Sheamus's model circulated on social media, players were blown away. The detail on his model is absolutely incredible, and it's without a doubt the best Sheamus has ever looked in a WWE video game release. Okay, in all fairness, 2K19 kinda nailed it, and in 2K20 his model looked completely flat. Now in this version of the game, there is amazing attention to detail there, as there are even scars on Sheamus' body showing his battle wounds from his epic WWE career. These were not so prevalent in 2K20. Now, although scars being included on a superstar's model may seem a little trivial to some, it shows that 2K have focused on every single detail in the game. This presents a lot of hope that the game is going to be a truly memorable release come March 11th. Number 8. Macho Man Randy Savage. The model that WWE 2K presented for Macho Man Randy Savage in 2K20 topped a lot of lists in relation to the worst character models in the game. Savage's model was really poorly executed, and there were even player complaints that it didn't even look like him. I mean, thankfully there were modders out there that made Savage look like he was supposed to be, but this was unacceptable for 2K20. But thankfully, this isn't the case in 2K22. Savage's new model looks perfected, and the developers have actually examined what Savage's key features are. Now with players having a solid looking Savage in the game, they can finally utilize Savage in dream matches such as Savage vs John Cena and Savage vs Roman Reigns. No doubt Savage is coming out on top in both matches. Number 7. Bayley. Bayley's character model in 2K20 failed to hit the mark. In fact, it was so poorly received that players were assuming that the wrong model was uploaded into the game. The main issue is with her face. It kinda looked bizarre, and it didn't look like, dare we say, a normal human face. It looked like it had a strange filter on which drastically altered her appearance. I mean, look at that mean mug on her face, and Bayley was still supposed to be a baby face in this game. But luckily 2K have listened to players' complaints. Bayley's character model in 2K22 is truly her best model. It's detailed and even matches Bayley's heel mannerisms. 2K have done a great job here, and hopefully the same can be said for all other character models that have yet to be seen. Number 6. Shawn Michaels. Players were quite rightly excited when it was revealed that Shawn Michaels' legendary match with Rey Mysterio from 2005 would feature in Mysterio's Showcase mode. HBK's character model for this mode could be HBK's best model to date. The attention to detail is certainly on point, and HBK is even wearing an Eddie Guerrero tribute armband just like he did in the match. HBK's hair has also vastly improved when compared to prior installments, and as we all know, improving the hair dynamics of the models was a key focus from 2K when creating and developing 2K22. HBK also has a brand new character model debut in the game. This is the up-to-date version of HBK, which sees him have a nearly bald head and workout gear as a WWE PC trainer. Now, judging by screenshots, it doesn't look the best, but once we get a 4K version, I'm sure it'll look pretty good. But whatever the case, his younger model is definitely the best to date. Now, we don't know if his current version will be playable, but we do know that this version appears in the My Rise mode. Number 5. John Cena. Screenshots of John Cena's character model have been circulating on social media for some time now. The model looks so realistic that some social media users didn't actually realize it was a screenshot from the game. 2K have managed to perfectly capture how Cena looks. His facial features are exact, and so are his key mannerisms. Cena's character model in 2K20 wasn't great, as the face on the character model seemed weak in comparison to prior installments, as even in 2K15 his model looked absolutely incredible, but it's definitely welcome that 2K have created a Cena that looks as realistic as humanly possible. That is, if you can see him. Number 4. The Rock. WWE 2K20 was released. Players were quick to mock The Rock's character model. It looked incredibly unusual and looked like a model where The Miz was playing The Rock in real life. Even someone to go so far as to say it was just a creator wrestler. It was highly disappointing, as The Rock is one of the most popular stars of all time, and naturally players are going to want to feature him in their gameplay as much as possible. The Rock's character model in 2K22 is a huge improvement. It's completely accurate, and 2K have focused on details such as The Rock's muscle definition and his key facial characters to bring the Great One to life in 2K22. Number 3. Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair's character model in 2K20 was so bad that it perfectly summed up the problems of the game. Bianca's model moved like a robot, and her key details such as her hair were completely off. Her hair was so stiff in this footage that it made even Vader say damn. Even the face structure wasn't accurate in any way, shape or form. But WWE 2K22's character model of Bianca is a massive improvement. It looks like an accurate depiction of Bianca, and finally 2K have improved their hair dynamic so Bianca can finally flip her hair just like she does on WWE television. We just hope that they add that additional whip that she gave Sasha Banks at Wrestlemania. Number 2. Becky Lynch. Now you would think that due to Becky Lynch being featured on the cover of 2K20 that they would put as much effort as possible into her character model. Sadly, 2K completely missed the mark with the model. It was truly one of the worst models in the entire game. Becky's render had this mysterious eye makeup on, which meant that you could barely see her eyes. It was a true letdown, and 2K knew they needed to fix Becky's character model to rebuild trust with WWE 2K players. Now they have delivered with a new Becky character model, and it even features Becky's new ring attire, bringing Becky's character model up to date at long last. And number 1, the Lord of the Darkness Undertaker. And when it was revealed that the Undertaker Immortal Pack will be available in 2K22, fans were definitely excited to see these new versions of the Undertaker in the game. Now the 3 versions of Taker included the Mass Phantom Taker from '96, Boneyard Undertaker from Wrestlemania 36, and finally the Lord of Darkness Undertaker. Now normally 2K just slap on the attire of an older looking version of the Undertaker even though he was supposed to look younger, but not in this version. As in this version, he looks truly incredible and looks like the age he was supposed to be at that time. This definitely does justice to the legendary superstar during his time in the Attitude Era. But there you have it folks, 10 of the best model upgrades in 2K22. Which one is the best? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.